We'll go back to the Seattle Kraken now, who pick up 3 more draft picks in this deal that they made a day before the deadline, and that was with the Toronto Maple Leafs. So the Kraken sent Mark Giordano, who's from Toronto, of course, veteran defenseman, former Norris Trophy winner, and forward Colin Blackwell to the Maple Leafs in exchange for a second rounder this year, a second rounder next year in 2023, and a third round pick in 2024. So what do we think of this one?
Oh, I'm giving Toronto an A+ on this one. You guys know I love Giordano so much. I think this is such a great pickup considering the price that was on a defenseman, and a very good defenseman still on Giordano. Plus, who knows, this guy maybe wants to stick around and sign for $850K next year in Toronto because he wanted to be there, and they didn't give up a first round pick, and they got a tough, gritty bottom 6 forward who's we've seen played really well in for the Rags. So I think it's a great pickup for Toronto. So good. They needed to do something on the D-core. And yeah, A+ for Toronto, and like I would say a C+ for Seattle. They still got 3 draft picks back. They have like 7 second round picks in the next 2 years now. So it is nice to get a few draft picks, maybe a hit on one, but the fact that there's not a first involved in this makes it a lower grade for me.
Yeah, Case, I'm going to agree with both your grades there. I'm going to go A+ for the Leafs and C+ for Seattle, because yeah, Mark Giordano, 38 years old or not, is still an excellent defenseman in the NHL, and if a guy like Ben Sherratt got a first round pick plus and Giordano doesn't, like that fact alone is crazy. I know there were 2 teams that were really in on Giordano. It was the Maple Leafs and the St. Louis Blues. Both teams said that they would not give up a first round pick for a rental player. And then Giordano said, like the day after, that he only wanted to go to Toronto. So it was a situation where a team was kind of handcuffed as well, similar to the Flyers in trading Giroux to Florida. So I think it's a great deal for the Maple Leafs. I've already got my jersey here. Apparently he bought Nylander a watch and he's going to wear number 88. And that name bar looks a bit off, but it's a nice jersey, I think. And Colin Blackwell, that was surprising, but good depth, some offensive upside that we saw a couple years ago when he was playing for the Rangers, and to not give up a first in just a couple of seconds and a third, like I think it's a really good deal for the Maple Leafs, and they desperately need defense, and not only defense, a defenseman who can play defense as well. And if you look at his advanced numbers, not only is Giordano known for being a guy who won the Norris for having the most points a few years ago, he's also a guy who can shut you down in his own zone. So I think it's a win-win for the Maple Leafs here.
Something to think back to was how much better Giordano made TJ Brody every time they played together. Like I remember I pulled up those stats a while back. It was actually my reason that Brody wasn't that great of a pickup, but now those two could be back together and that could be a dynamic duo again. Chad, why is the name backwards?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Is it backwards?
Well, Nylander underneath is the right way for us, and then Giordano's the other way.
See, I'm looking at my own camera, and I wrote it the right way first, then I'm like, wait, that's going to be backwards for the camera, so I flipped it. Oh my God, I'm a bot. Absolute bot.
Oh, that's great.